Hey guys, welcome back. I want to do a quick video today and just do kind of a demonstration or kind of show what I truly believe might be just about the best trailer for the B2601. So if you've seen any of my other videos, I've gone through different iterations of trailers to haul my tractor. I started using a 12-foot dump trailer, which was really tight. I ended up picking up an 18-foot equipment trailer. It was actually a 16+2, 16-foot flat deck with a 2-foot beaver tail on it, and that worked really well. But there were a few things about that trailer that I didn't love. First of all, it was a 14,000-pound trailer, which was way overkill for this little tractor, and I tow it with a half-ton truck. You know, the nice thing about that is if you ever upgrade vehicles, want to be able to pull heavier equipment, you've got the ability to do that, but I'm not sure that that's in my future. So it had the fold down equipment ramps, which were more convenient than the ramps you have to pull out of the back, but you know, that's what it had. Those it had, like I said, it only had a 16-foot deck, and when I first got that, I didn't have the brush hog on this tractor. So on that 18-footer, the tail wheel of my brush hog actually hung out the back, off the back of the trailer, about probably 1.5 feet, something like that, which I wasn't concerned about. It wasn't the end of the world, but it wasn't ideal. Because of the way that was set up, the ramps had a fairly steep, even with the dovetail in the back, the ramps had a relatively steep approach angle, which wasn't really a problem with this tractor, but I have had other instances where I've put vehicles on there and driving the car relatively, not really low to the ground. It was an Equinox, Chevy Equinoxes, actually 2 of them. Driving those up the kind of that nose or the wind dam that all these vehicles have nowadays would actually rub going up those ramps, and I'd have to get a whole stack of 2x to try to get the angle better to be able to get a vehicle up there. So I didn't love that. You know, it was really a good trailer, but for my needs, it was really kind of overkill. So if you go way back, when I bought this tractor a few years ago, I actually borrowed this trailer and loved it at the time, and I just recently had the opportunity to buy it. So I took advantage of that. I sold my equipment trailer and I bought this. So this is a PJ, I don't know exactly the name. I'm going to call it a PJ tilt deck. So the trailer is, the actual deck of it is 19 feet 6 inches. So from the headrail to the end of the deck back there is 19.6. And for this tractor, I'm just gonna show you, it's a perfect fit. So I've got the grapple on there. I've had it on here with the bucket on too. It fits fine with the bucket. The bucket comes up, oh, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 inches from the front, just right. As you can see with the brush hog on here, comfortably fits, so the tail wheel is actually fully on the trailer, which is much better. With it set up like this, as you can see, the rear axle of the tractor is just pretty much dead center above the 2 axles of the trailer. I've got nice tongue weight, but it's not, you know, too much tongue weight. It just really sits nice on this trailer. So I like that. It's got a rub rail here with good tie down points. You got multiple points. The way I rig mine, I've got some custom hooks I put on there to the front, so I can come across there. There's more hooks up here, so you can get a chain or a strap across your bucket. And then back here, again, lots of opportunity to get additional strap across the brush hog. So you've got all your implements chained down. So a couple other things that I like about this thing. The best feature is the tilt feature, which I'll show you in a second. But this one also has removable fenders. All you have to do is pop a bolt there and a bolt in the front. And I believe it's got some kind of a sort of a quick disconnect or a plug under there, so you can pull your marker lights off. And then those fenders will come off. So if you have a wider vehicle that you're putting on here, you know, a wider truck or something like that, you can gain a few additional inches on each side and be able to squeeze a wider vehicle on. So I like that feature. And then really the thing that I love about this thing, oh, actually it's got a rack up on the tongue here, which is nice to be able to, you know, throw chains and spare tire and stuff like that, so that's pretty handy. But the thing that I really love about this thing is the fact that it is a tilt deck. So I'll show you this in a second, but basically there's just a cylinder, there's a regular hydraulic cylinder underneath there, but it's just in a loop. And there's a valve here, so it just normally stays in the open position. When it's up, if you want to, you can actually close that valve so it'll stay up, and I think you could actually drive all the way up on it, and it would stay in the up position. And then it has a lock here. So right now this is in the what I'll call the, I don't know, free play position, but you just lock that down, pin it, and then you're secured going down the road. When you're ready to unload, pull your pin, and I'll fire up the tractor here and I'll show you just how easy it is to unload this thing. Can't be any easier than this. So as you can see, that is just slick as a whistle. Putting equipment on and off of there. So this is what I was telling you about before. So there's just a basic hydraulic cylinder in there, and then it's just on a kind of a closed loop. And that valve is down there that you can shut the system off. And then when you throw this handle here, all it does is lock that in there, and it locks it on the frame up here and gets everything locked in place. So this is a 10,000 pound trailer. It's got two 5,200 pound axles under it, which is really perfect for, you know, for my needs, for a small tractor, occasional vehicle. I really think that I'm going to be able to get vehicles on here too. I'm actually going to try that. I'll take one of our cars, one of our Equinoxes that previously would have rubbed on my equipment trailer, and I'm going to give a shot driving it up on here and see how that goes. See if I have any clearance issues with that. So I'll just show you too, it doesn't take very much weight to move this back down. So even if you have just a light, you know, here's me, 175 pounds, it'll go down. So even if you have a, you know, like a riding lawnmower or something like that, there's plenty of weight to be able to move this thing up and down. And I just love it. It's great. I think as far as trailers go, this is really the cat's meow if you have a, you know, if you have a compact tractor. And like I said, I'd prefer this over a car trailer, I think. I've never owned a car trailer, but you know, you always have to have some kind of a ramp system, a pull-out ramp system usually on those. I know they've got, different manufacturers make a tilt trailer that's got a hydraulic manual ram in the front so you can jack it up, but this kind of automated fashion seems like it's just really the way to go. So I'll just show you one more time how easy it is to load the tractor back on the trailer. So there you go, guys. There's my new toy. I just really happy with this. Really glad I had the opportunity to buy this thing. And for my needs, this thing's gonna work great. So just thought I would show you that. I know, a lot of people there's a million different setups out there for trailers that people use for the tractors. So if you've got a different setup that you think works even better than this, I'd love to hear about that. I'd be curious to see what you're using. Leave me a comment down below. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next video.